Here we are again. Doesn't it feel like we were just here? In a good way, in a positive manner, in a positive light. Um, yes, you will. You can tell Reese you said hello, Tommy. Hello back to you. Good evening and have a good night. Um, so, what's going on with everybody? What's happening? Today flew by for me, and it's like 6 below 0 here, something crazy. The braids are going to stay for a couple of days, Jennifer. I kind of forgot about braids. I like my hair braided and I haven't done it in months. And then I forgot, like, the more you sleep on it, the better it looks. Like these little wispies fall out. We're going to keep it for a couple of days. I want you guys to know. If you start thinking I'm dirty, it's because I haven't washed my hair. Thank you, Casey. Hey, not that Helen. Gremily, you little butternut squash. Very much so. Yes, Robin Miners, Atypical Paul, April Conlin, VT Kitten's always with us, Jennifer B, Brian Bolin, Caroline in the Moment. I feel like I haven't seen you for a minute. Turtle Tutor, Dawn's here, Patty Collins. I think you're leaving though, aren't you, Patty? Robbie, Susan, Debbie Johnson, Kim Greenleaf's here, Marion's with us, Robin V, Christine, SPTV Tattoo Warrior, you're kind of silly. You're a little bit silly these days, but I think we've all established that we're a bunch of silly geese. That's our new thing. I don't know if you saw that I changed my Facebook cover photo, which I haven't done in like 2 years. I had to. Look at how cute that is. I changed it to that. What if I'm not silly enough? What if I'm not silly enough? And I like how some of you answered it, by the way. Who did I just see? Jules. That's kind. Hippie chicks here, Arlene, Melissa, Linda, Kristen, Nico, Janie Doyle, Yvonne. We're turning it into a song. Julie Stevenson. I already said hi to you, Brian Bolin, but I'm going to do it again. Hi, Brian Bolin. Sandra's here. Okay, I bought that thing at Costco yesterday. Sorry, honey. Mommy's already too hot. Whew. Guys, it's really cold here. Huxley and I made a day of it too. Wendy, inappropriate half. Love you, babe. Thank you. Love your outfit and glad to be here. Guys, thank you so much. Wendy, that's so kind. John Shostowski, brother, I just opened your gift. One last time for the people in the back. John Shostowski, I just opened your gift. And I just want to say, I thank you so much for being my boyfriend far away. He's always sending me gifts and he knows what I like. He knows I don't like dark chocolate. So he sends me milk chocolate and he sends me truffles. He sends me fudge. He doesn't mind having a chubby girlfriend. And that's what I'm trying to say is that John loves me for who I am and he keeps feeding me. Hi, Moonage Daydream. And he also knows that Shark Week is next week and he didn't want me to be ill prepared. Florence is here. Gretchen, Eat More Pizza Now. Kathy Ann, I love you. Tree Hugging Buddhist, 17 degrees there. I don't feel sorry for you. That is a warm spell, okay? It is unbelievable here. Huxley and I were dressed like little snow bunnies today, guys. School was canceled. So what did we do? Did we stay inside? No, we did not. I'm going to post that in a little while. Us snow bunnies got out and about. We got out and about. We were doing a lot. We were getting it done. Keela, how are you feeling? Hi, Tina Mays. 6-pack abs. That's fun. Sharon Gregg, RH. Meryl West. You wish somebody would send you period chocolate? I get that. Yeah, John Shostowski is like the best boyfriend I've ever had. Dip me in glitter. Did you get your cheese? Well, I still have my cheese from Whole Foods from last week, but I do a weekly cheese run. I haven't done it. Liz Tricks, thank you. Oh, hi. Oh, did you know that you were tiny? Did you know that everybody got to hear the Gertie voice last night? Oh, you're so little. We're really upset today. We're really upset. Thank you, Armine. Hi, Cami. Finally catching alive. We're pretty upset about the cold temps. We're pretty upset. And we talked about it. Hey, Pam. Courtney G, we talked about it. And she said, if it's all the same to you, I would rather just poo-poo turd on the carpet, Mom. And I said, well, due to the fact that you've never made a mistake in your life, that wouldn't be starting with a mistake now. So if you need to poo-poo turd on the carpet, we understand. Bo is not allowed to, though, however. Hi, Susan Weimer. The Gertie voice. New England coast. Guys, it's so cold. So what did we do today? What do we do? School's canceled. My sleep schedule is so off for the first time in my life. Does she use puppy pads? No. She prefers to just pee directly onto the carpet. Yeah. I whine a little bit more. Oh, simple lady. Can John S. afford to be all of our boyfriends in here asking for a friend or two? You'd have to ask John. John and I are pretty tight. John likes to send, I think he's like a 1 or 2 girlfriends per state at a time. So I'm not sure, but you know, I'm not going to answer for him, even though we've been dating for a while now. Kelly, Bo doesn't get jealous of Gertie. Gertie gets jealous of Bo. If he, see. Hey, Julie. I know. We know. We know you get very upset. The tiny little blessed foot. I know, Kathy. Oh, see, John, I knew he would be loyal to me. Reese is my Max. See, I knew it. I knew it. John, we're pretty tight. I mean, John and I are pretty tight. We are close as close can get. Kim Wiseman, does she wear mittens? No. Let Gertie know she is tiny. She's really tiny, really small now these days. Really tiny, like unbelievably small. Did you know that you were tiny? Oh, dainty is all get out too. Just dainty little kisses. Hi, Amy Lee. Longtime lurker. But first comment, I need you to style me. I bought the puffer jacket. Yes, Stephanie. First of all, I'm glad that you commented. I love you, girl. Feel free to speak up. Don't be shy, Steph. Come out of your little shell. I'd love to style you. I love to style people, including myself. Did I make the soup today? No, because Huxley and I got up and got the hell out of Dodge today. Now, tomorrow, I think I will. Tomorrow, we're really going to hunker down. It's going to get worse. Today was the day to get out if we were going to get out. So anyway, guys, no sleep anymore. I don't do that. I don't have that kind of time. What time did I get up? 3:30 in the morning. I got up and peed. Jeff tried to bone down with me. Vanessa, remember how we talked about this the other day? Whatever reason, Jeff is the weirdest vampire. Oh, Rhoda. I love that name. First time commenting as well. I've been watching since the beginning. Reese, you are hilarious. Always enjoy your lives. I am so happy to hear people that are like, I've known you forever, but I've never talked to you. I think that is so cool. Rhoda, be sure to come out of your shell more, girl. We love you. Suzanne, love my earrings and socks I got today. I love Gertie. She's so sweet. Suzanne, I love you, girl. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Cammie. 9 degrees Monday. Okay, Brian, again, nobody feels sorry for you. The high here on Sunday is -2, brother. Reese, you've lost a lot of weight. I am gaining weight. I'm not even going to step on the scale because I don't want to know. I can tell I'm gaining weight. My pants are tighter. I'm also starting my period in less than a week, but I'm like bloaty. And I can't stop snacking. I can't stop eating these. Now, it is the same bag since yesterday, so that's saying a lot for me, but I can't stop. I'm all snacky, and I'm usually not a snacky type of gal. Yeah, we have snow here, Terry. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Brian, you see now? You get it? I love the name Rhoda, too. Mario, I bet you got a shit ton of emails, girl. I have replied to everyone. Please send again. See, that's a good feeling, isn't it? I don't have that feeling anymore because I can't respond to emails like I used to. Yeah, I know, Brian. Hey, Shambot. How is she supposed to be princess of the yard if it's 7 degrees? Crickett can come on whenever you want to answer questions. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's do that. It's water weight. No, it's not. It's conversation hearts weight. Don't try to be nice. It's don't. I have not been. I have been in and out of our pantry more times than I want to count. Plus, I ate Chipotle. But I will say this: like, here's my thing. I just ate Chipotle and stuffed my face. I got a burrito bowl, a veggie burrito bowl. But here's the deal: I didn't eat today at all. I hadn't eaten until we just got home 30, 40 minutes ago. So the first time I ate today was at 5:30. No water, no food till 5:30, which isn't uncommon for me. But why am I gaining weight? That's all I'm going to eat today. I won't eat again. I mean, except maybe a couple. I don't know. I can't count. I'm not going to tell you how many, but maybe a couple of handfuls. And that's it. And that's silly. Rachel Harmon, today's her birthday. Happy birthday, little Cricket, little angel. Patty Collins, that could be. I know, Carrie, I need healthy food, not candy. Carrie, I'm pretty sure I've known that for years and years. You started watching The Righteous Gemstones. It's the funniest show. I love it so much, Steph. As a matter of fact, I haven't watched You Are Screwing Up Your Metabolism. Okay, thank you for the bold print on that. I definitely loud and clear got it. That's bad for a diabetic from another diabetic. Actually, it's good for me. It keeps my A1C down. I am not naturally hungry. I'm not starving myself intentionally, guys. I don't eat until the afternoon. I don't eat till I get hungry. My face looks thinner? Huh. I don't think so. Thank you, Carrie Ann. Busy playing Legos with 4-year-old, but had to pop in to say hello. You look adorable. We're in the St. Louis area. It's windy and cold. I bet so, Hannah. Thank you for your super chat, babe. First live? That's crazy. Longtime lurker as well. Been with you since your first appearance with Aaron. Love you two together. Oh my God, surprise witness. That's so cool. Welcome, babe. Welcome. Yes, Carrie, thank you. Fasting is good for diabetics. I agree. And my doctor does too. She says that to me all the time. She says, if you're not hungry until then, it's totally okay. Guys, I'm not like dying. You know, I'm not sitting there going, oh, I need to eat, but I'm so hungry, but I'm starving myself. No. I'm just not hungry. I've been that way as long as I can remember. I've never, even going back, like when I was a kid, I didn't want to eat breakfast. And people would go, that's the most important meal. You shouldn't skip breakfast. And I wasn't ever hungry. That's just how my body is. Oh, really, Barb? Different. My face was puffier in that first video I ever did with Aaron. I did notice that. I watched a clip of it the other day and my face was a lot more round. I looked a lot more pale too. Good God. I was ghosty looking in that. I was Caspery looking in that. Yeah, Brian, I'm just not hungry. Anyway, more importantly, I'm not sleeping. So I get up to pee at 3:30. Jeff is a vampire. Thank you, Reality Jules. Love to you, Reese. I came back from the ER. They drained an abscess a little and gave me a different antibiotic. Okay, good. I mean, it's not great, Deborah, but I hope this time it helps. Hey, Ev. So I get up to, yeah, I looked terrified. And I thought you meant now. I was like, no, I'm not terrified. Rachel, I love you, girl. I was in shock in my older videos for sure. So I get up to pee at 3:30. Let me just finish this. And then I climb back in bed quietly because we all know we don't want to wake the beast next to me. Well, the beast was awake and he's trying to get in there. He was trying to get it. And I was like, no, dude, no, I don't know why men have to be nocturnal in this sense, or I don't know if it's just a Jeff thing. He tries to get it at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, no, dude, I'm not here for it. I'm sleeping through that. So I stayed awake, pretending to be asleep kind of so that Jeff would leave me alone. And he did. But I stayed up till 6:30 in the morning. I was so angry I couldn't go back to sleep. So then I went back to sleep. School called, canceled school, went back to sleep. And yeah, you knew it, Tamber. It's a killer's quote. Of course, a lot of people probably knew that. I don't shine if you don't shine. I love that saying and I love that song. I love the Killers. So anyway, I went back to sleep and I woke up at like 9:30, which is crazy late for me. So my sleep's all kinds of messed up. So I got up, showered, and I said, "Hey, it's a snow day, Hux. Let's get out. Let's do something." So we went antique store shopping. Huxley likes to do that. I told you guys he's like a little old man. It's kind of funny. He because they have football stuff. Yeah, Jennifer Burke. Hey, Shar. Yeah, he likes to look at vintage sports stuff. So that does make sense. But I love, love, love to go antique store shopping. And I love going with somebody. So it's like really even more fun to do that with Huxley. So because he was off school today, Kathy Ann says hi to you, Hux. He says hi. So there's no school today. So I thought this is fun. So we got out, even though it was 40 below. Can we sit in our bed? Did you know that you were really tiny? Oh, that's really a lot of side eye for a tiny person. That's a lot of judgment. That's a lot of judgment. Is it a thing? The 3 a.m. thing with men? God, it's weird. Why do you guys have to be vampires? Why are we nocturnal? I'm a daytime gal. I like to get it in the day. Let's sit heel. Thank you. So, Huxley, who do you want in the playoffs? Probably. For sure, I want the Chiefs and the Lions. Chiefs and the Lions. Oh, you thought I was talking fast tonight? I was like, that's concerning. Hey, Rhonda, you were late. That's okay, babe. We just started. You know us. We're just getting warmed up. You like the 3 a.m. bone down? Ooh, no. Shamba, I like to sleep, girl. I really like to sleep. It was a lot of side eye. So we go to the antique store. Look what I found. I love this because it's old. Okay, I don't know. To be honest, guys, when I go to an antique store or thrift store, I am specifically looking for vintage clothes, vintage accessories. I like vintage stuff. I just thought this was really cool. It's wood, I think, painted. This was like $8. I thought it was really cool. I'm going to wear this with like a black dress. Hey, Katie Fulton. Yes, babe. I'm glad Katie's in here because we have the same closet. I thought that was just kind of fun, a little bit fun. We'll see. Wanda Lisa, my pearls. Oh my God, Brisbee Tales. I did not even think of that. Obviously, these aren't pearls. They're heavy. It's like painted wood. Yeah. Yeah, it's 80s. I know, Cami. I was like, these are cute. If I see anything like I kind of like, and it's, yeah, giant pearls. Do you like big balls? Okay, now I got something else that's weird, but I had to have it. And just so you all know, this is faux fur, but it's old, and I think my head's too big for it, but I wanted it anyway. It's an old, I just like the little pom-poms. Is this so cute? It's a hat, but here's the problem. It's a little bit, I don't know if it's too small. It gives me a cone head. Oh crap, I don't think this is fake fur. Never mind. It said faux fur on the tag, but look, now it says that. Fur origin, Italy. It doesn't feel real. Oh yeah, it smells real. It smells like Gertie. Oh no, I feel bad. Although I don't mind I don't mind vintage fur. I mean, it's old. The animal is gone, and I don't want it to wind up in a dumpster. Speaking of, do you guys remember the thing I did with Tommy with our fur coats? Of course you do. If you were there, you remember. Somebody sent me an email and she was like, I really love you and Tommy. You guys are amazing together. I love you guys. She was like, but because you pulled out those fur coats, she was like, I'll never support you or watch you again. By the way, that face I'm making is a Midwest hello when you don't know somebody. When you walk up and you're trying to give them a little bit of a smile, it's this. That's a Midwest thing. When you walk past someone and you don't know them, you go, yeah. Choices are free, Mary. Yeah, it was weird, Megan. I know. She left me this long email. It's, guys, people get so weird. I don't know if it's just me. She was like, I love you and Tommy. You guys are so great. You've lifted me up. You're amazing. Polar porn. Yes. I'll forever miss that with me and Tommy. That was a moment, wasn't it? It came and went too soon, but sometimes fires don't go out when you're done playing with them. And you make that face all day with patients in the ER. Julie, I bet you do. It's the best face to make. Because you don't know what it means. It's hard to read that face. Sometimes that's my pooping face too. Like you just don't know. You're not sure what it means. Yeah, it was weird. And she was like, I really love you guys. And she was like, but now that you both wore those furs, she was like, I really can't support you. And she was like, I'll never watch you again. And I wrote her back and I was like, that is so sweet. I'm glad that we had a good time together. I'm always going to miss you. Make sure that you tell your mom to have a good 2024. And I hope your job goes well. And I'm really happy. It was weird. People are so weird. Okay, so this hat gives me a cone head. And I sent a picture of me in it to my mom. And I was like, Mom, it gives me a cone head. And then Jeff said it's supposed to. Are Reese and Tommy on a break? Yeah, we're just not. Guys, we get along fine, but we're not going to do stuff anymore. Look. I love, love, love the pom-poms. Even if she is watching now, I don't care. I don't even know her name. I did reply to it because I'm that nice. Is this cute? Do you like it? Is it like a snow bunny? Okay, is it supposed to give me a cone head? It fits perfectly? Yeah, but I have a cone head. Turn. Pretend like you don't know me. Act like you don't know me and we're out in the wild. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you guys. My name's Reese. Now, act like you don't know me. What happens? Do you look at me and go, whoa, that girl is a conehead? She looks like Dan Aykroyd. Katie Fulton, you love it? That's how it's made, Dawn? I don't know, but I had to have these. Ooh, can you have a sexy Russian accent? I don't know how to do that. Although I think I can say good morning in Russian. Dobre utras. Dobre utras. Yes. What an adorable hat. Okay. Bead Maniac. You look like what? You just came out of the what? God, it's going fast. A Finnish fairy forest, like a little snow bunny. A little snow bunny. Okay, does this work for you guys? You like it? Bye, Abigail. I'm looking for a bad comment. Like, why would you buy Dutch shoes if you had an issue with wood? That's true. Is it Dutch? I have a Dutch accent. Isn't that weird? Huxley loves that movie. Sarah, did you see Tommy's knitted prison hat? That's a lot in one sentence. No, I did not, but that's a lot. That's a knitted prison hat. That's very specific. Yeah, Katie. Hooded jacket. Okay. I look like one of those precious moments kids. Oh, I'll take that. That's cute. What happened with Tommy? Guys, nothing happened with Tommy. He does something different on his channel than I do on mine. And I love Tommy. That's no joke. I'm not lying. It's just probably we're just better friends away from each other. I don't know. I don't even really know yet. I could give you more of an answer as time goes by. I don't know. You are channeling some serious hot undercover contract killer vibes. I could see that. You loved Tommy and I together. You were funny and entertaining. Tommy and I are funny together. He is hilarious. I really do love that guy. Maybe it'll take place again one day, guys. I don't know. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying it'll probably happen. Oh my God, you guys are funny. Nicole, don't be a lurker, girl. Come out of your little shell. It looks like a squirrel-shaped head. Is that a good thing? Let's ask Brisby Tales. Oh, really, Witness? Okay. Bond girl vibes? I don't know what that means, but I'll take that. Russian spy? Assholes on the internet ruined it? Kind of, yeah. Cameron Diaz and Charlie's Angels, the opening scene. Yeah, that's kind of you to say, but she is super hot. And but I do know what you mean. Respectfully, that would look hot with a fur bikini. Yeah, not with my fupa, but I agree. Tommy's a player. Yes, he is. That is a good word for him. I do need a hot chocolate. I definitely, Brisbee Tales, I have tea here, and I kind of have a fire behind me. I have my new heater. Yeah. The coat with the hat. I have plenty of fur coats. Yeah, I need some moon boots. Reese Crockett, Joe Virus. That's awesome. Would you like to see my fupa? Well, you have my number. You can text me a picture, Ray. Secret Agent Reese. Do these heaters get really hot? I don't know yet because I haven't tried. I need a snowy background and probably some mittens. Okay, Dawn, I am careful. Don't worry. I only have it on while I'm here. And then when I go upstairs for the night, I unplug it. What are you doing, Punky? I hear you walking around. Gail, you've been a lurker since Aaron outed me. Laughed so hard with you and Sterling, I was crying. That's good because tomorrow I'm going to be on with Sterling, Gail. So I'm happy to hear that. And thank you for speaking up. Snow Bunny. Be serious though, you guys. Watch. Like my head is, it's a cone. Is that a problem? What do I do with these? Can I tie it? Because this is even cuter. Like I want them to be the point of the show. Can I do that? Is this unnecessary, or I don't know how to style it. I don't know what to do with my hands. Yes, Riesling tomorrow. Amy, you love it? The shape is good? Char, I am not a cruise person. It's pointy, Ken. It's pointy. Couldn't sleep last night because I was Googling cruises. Not really a cruise person, but maybe. Okay, so Ev, it's supposed to look like that? Can I leave the palms like this? Oh, but usually they're left undone. Yeah, but you know, Witness, I like to do my own thing. Yeah, Curious Money. I love vintage shopping. What's the topic tonight? Well, I was going to say, I really don't shine if you guys don't shine. I was thinking about and reflecting on, oh, no, I'm not roasting at all. Just reflecting on yesterday and this last week and how sad I've been and just how much like I need you guys and how you lift me up. And I really felt so much better last night after that live. It's a fur cone head. Is it okay that I'm a cone head in this, or are you guys laughing at me behind your monitors right now? Oh, you tie them while skiing? Yeah, school was closed here too. I do have a fur muff. If you know what I mean. I feel like if it were too rounded, maybe it'd feel odd. Maybe braid palms into pigtail braids. This is why I need your styling skills. Katie, you have amazing styling skills. In a recent live, Tommy made a point of saying he considers you a really close friend. I think after the BS passes, you could do stuff again. Yeah, probably, Valerie, but it's just maybe. But for me right now where I stand, I just feel like too much has been said. Too much is, I think Tommy is much happier probably not getting into the drama of that. And I kind of want to leave it where it is. Okay, Ken. So I don't look like a cone head though. I look like a snow baby. Do I snowmobile, Witness? What do you think? I won't even usually walk out to get the mail in this. Oh, I know what you mean by that, Len. It could be a look for your other channel, and the palms can be your nips. I like that. I like that. I wonder if I'd make some money off of this if I took all my clothes off and just had this on. Thank you, Brisbee Tales. Does it remind you of your squirrels? Yeah, das gut. Das gut. Okay, good. Thank you, Brown Spotted Eagle. So you guys don't feel like, I love that I look like an assassin in this. You guys don't feel like it's weird, the shape of the top of my head. You don't feel weird about that? Like I'm scared to go out in public. but it's okay. I think it is real fur. Yeah, Brisbee Tails has squirrels, and I want one so bad. Yeah, it is versatile for either channel. Yeah, chowyunsmut. I got a fur muff. I got one right here for you. I could wear it to go get the mail. Megan, we would have so much fun, girl, shopping, shopping, shopping. And it doesn't have to cost a lot. That necklace was like $8 and this was $17. Who cares? I was like, yes, it's a yes. Put it in the cart. Put it, get your card out. Take my money. Match it with the perfect bikini. I don't look good in bikinis. That's why I wear boy shorts. You feel weird about it? Can you be more specific, Simple Lady? You feel weird about what? Because we've talked about a lot in the last 5 minutes. I need to know what it is that you feel weird about. Katie, vintage shopping. There's actually quite a bit of vintage shopping in Kansas City, and I love it. It's supposed to fit like that. Okay, okay. Thank you, EM. Oh my God, you're hilarious. Why did you just send me a picture of Tommy? Hey, Shelly. You like this hat, Shelly? I just got it at a vintage shop today. Is this Tommy in this hat you guys are talking about? What the ever living? That hat is cool. This dude made that? He made that? Are you sure? Did he say he did? That's amazing. Yvonne, the hat is weird, Reese. Okay. Okay. Yvonne, I appreciate you being upfront with me, girl. You always have been. Oh, that's true, chowyunsmut. I could put my hair up in a top knot and it would go right up in that weird corner. Where's Daria? Reese, you don't like how you look in a bikini, but you're not purchasing your own porn. That's for, yeah, that's true. That's true, Daria. Good point. That's a good point. Oh, happy early birthday, Tamber. That's awesome. Try it the other way around. No, that wouldn't be right. I love these little pom-poms. No. No, because this is the front. That's got the tag and everything. It doesn't even fit on my head when I go that way. That's not right. That's not right. No, it's supposed to go that way. Okay. Well, if you guys like it, let's put our little beret back on. Okay. If you like it, then I'll wear it. Oh, this is Brisbee Tail's wife. You don't want a squirrel. They are tons of work and do not make good house pets. They will chew your furniture and walls. Okay, never mind. I'll get a ferret. Braden, it's -40 here in Edmonton and your live is warming my heart. You are so sweet. What a babe. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry that it's that temp. Okay. That sounds, it's really serious. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be out to dinner with your brothers. Sneaking in, sneaking back out real fast. Love you, Reese. That fluffy hat. Blakey, I love you. Catch it on the replay, babe, but we love you. Have fun with your brothers. Sent you the Tommy hat pic. He made it in prison and smuggled it for months till he got out. How do you smuggle that? Also, you don't want to miss the other pic I sent you before that one. Okay. That hat's from the 70s? That's so cool. That is so cool. Whose birthday? Tamber's birthday. I would love it if you came to Kansas City, Katie. Oh, I've had ferrets. I love ferrets. Swiss Miss. So, guys, do you want to talk about real quick? Thank you, Rhoda. Do we want to talk about this cruise? chowyunsmut is in here. Do we have, I like the furry hat. I'd like to see your hair out. Oh, like with my hair down? Okay. Awesome, Amy. Happy early birthday, babe. Do we have any questions? Yeah, it's Rachel Harmon's birthday today for sure. I already told, yes, it's Rachel Harmon's birthday. Do we have any questions for chowyunsmut for this cruise? I guess I do. What's the deadline that we have to book it, chowyunsmut? Cricket. That's her name. Oh my God. I got an anthropology beret the other day too. Curious Monday. It's black and it's knitted with white little bows. Which one did you get? I used to dress cute, just got lazy. Well, don't be silly. You started off with a beret. Berets are, I probably own 20 berets. I love berets. Is there a single occupancy option? Good question. chowyunsmut. Jilbo, you can't go because your wheelchair won't fit? That's awful. That can't be right. Where is the cruise out of? Brian wants to know. I know, Brian, I think it leaves from Miami. I just keep up, girl. I'm just good at it. No, I'm not. I fall back all the time. Okay, yeah, out of Miami, Brian. Is there one person rooms? I think that was a question. Berets are fashion gateway drugs. Berets are amazing. Every time I put one on, it just is a good look. I need a princess castle. If I am going to go on this damn cruise, I am going to have a nice room. And the reason for that, Jeff was like, you don't have to have a nice room. You're never going to be in your room. Not true, guys. I'm a Cancer sign. Okay. I'm going to be in there. I'm going to need to see daylight. I don't want to get claustrophobic. I mean, there's a whole list of reasons that we won't have to go into at the moment. Okay, that's awful. Thank you, Marie J. I have only cruised with Royal Caribbean and have hear scary things about Carnival. Has anyone been on Carnival? Same. I haven't been on anything but Royal Caribbean myself. Okay. Deposit is due March 2nd. Final payment due June 23rd. Okay. March 2nd. That's fine. I can, Barb, if there's actual more questions. It doesn't look like a lot of people have that many questions. And also, we can just post the link. Would it be beneficial to you guys if I had chowyunsmut come on and answer your questions? It doesn't seem like, I mean, we've been talking about it long enough. I think that's true. Will there be a lot of screaming kids? We got to get you a balcony exterior room. I've stayed in both. World of difference. Yeah, something like that. And I'm not trying to be a snooty little snob about it, but like I do want to have a nice room. I really do. Yeah, post a link. I agree. We can just post a link. I don't really see people being scared, Barb. Nobody seems scared. Rachel, we did something in the Facebook group. They have posted links in the Facebook group. Yeah, Katie, it is. Oh, there is a live that Marilyn and Cricket did together. That's very informative, Tamber said. Okay, well, we can refer to that too. Anybody who's thinking about going, just go to that live. Do they have suites? I'm a bit high maintenance scale. Kristen, I'm glad that we are standing united in that way, babe. Oh, that's not Kristen, actually. That's Ken Cole. Why am I not surprised that that's Ken Cole? Ken Cole, you and I are like totally the same there when it comes to that. Chaotic Bleach, I'm with you. I don't think I can go crunching the numbers. I don't know if I have the money. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to have the money for it either. So don't be sad if I can't afford to go. It just may be the case. Yeah, I'm happy to drop you a link. You can hop in and chat for a little bit and answer questions. I need Barb, can you send me her email so I can drop her a link? Kestrel, you can't afford it? Yeah. Guys, I possibly will be in the same boat. I don't think this is going to be very cheap, so it may not be doable for me. The other thing is, a lot like you guys, I have school. Marilyn, hey babe. Huxley will be starting school. It's a long cruise. It's 8 days. I'll have to get a house sitter, my dogs. It may just not work for me either. So, Valerie, you can't afford it either. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good time as a teacher. I get that, Rachel Harmon, totally. It's kind of not great timing. Kathy Ann, can you post a Facebook group? V, we have a private Facebook group for all of us, and I want you to be in it. Now, anybody who's about to join this Facebook group, answer all 4 questions. You will not be approved if you don't answer all 4 questions. Some of you answer 2 out of 4. Still not going to work. Is Jeff going? I have no idea. Carnival has a bad reputation. Oh, Marilyn, you're going? That's amazing. Yeah. Can somebody please send me, chowyunsmut at gmail.com. Okay, I'll send you a link real quick. Invite. Copy. Gmail. chowyunsmut at gmail.com. All right, guys, chowyunsmut's going to join this live for a few minutes to answer questions. I sent that to you, Crickett. It's off. Do I still plan to do the Florida trips? Yes. And the Florida trip for me is cheaper because I'm going to sleep at Aaron's house. So all I have to do is come up with a plane ticket. I also can stay with Tampa B Man, Barbara. But I can, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to Florida. I'll definitely be doing that. Third Eye Open. Yeah, I get it, guys. Cost is a big thing. Dang, Marilyn. Marilyn's on top of things. I'm not surprised. Marilyn's like the most organized girl I know. I agree, Katie. I know. Carnival is known as a party ship where parents let their children run wild. Oh, great, because we all love that. So you have to balance your expenses against that. So I understand why you may not be able to afford the cruise. Yeah, guys, and no shame there. Hey, Renby, how you feeling, girl? How's your pneumonia? I can't believe you're going to work. I sent her a link. Can you give a shout out to my cats? You better believe it right now. Meow Meow, Popcorn, and Waffles. Oh my God, you would have cats with those names. I think I knew that about you. So guys, everybody shout out to Daria's cats. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. Bye, Patty Collins. Yeah, Jilbo, honestly, if I had to choose, that's the biggest thing I would like to do. Money-wise, I'd love to go on tour once a month and meet you guys in different cities and do that. There she is, guys. Here's Cricket. Hey, babe.
Hi.
Cute.
Thank
Fun
you.
hair, cute glasses, nice background. Aren't you adorable? You guys, this is chowyunsmut. That's amazing.
Hi,
So
everybody.
Tell us what you're thinking. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I have a lot of thoughts. I've seen a lot of people saying things about how Carnival has a crappy reputation. They're only party ships. People just go there to drink. They let their kids run screaming. Let me address that.
Please.
The party ship, the drunk ship, all of that stuff is mainly on the 3 and 4 day sailings. It's not going to apply as much on an 8-day sailing. If you're just doing a couple days to the Bahamas or to Ensenada or something, sure, yeah. And if you're sailing during spring break or high summer, absolutely. Kids all over the place, disgusting. And a lot of drunk college kids on an 8-day sailing after school has just gotten back in, not going to happen. The other reason that I chose that timing is because it's going to be less expensive than in the middle of summer. So that was a thing. The only other less expensive time is either in early spring, like super early spring, or like January, February, or in that little space between Thanksgiving break and Christmas break. Because nobody wants to pull their kids out of school in that little time frame, and they're dying to get people on the ships. So it's going to be super super cheap then. But early September or late September is also a great time. Single occupancy, actual cost. I will get back to you because I believe that you're the one who sent me the email asking about an interior cabin, and I can get back to you. I know that for a single occupancy, they charge a single supplement, is what it's called, when you're just one person sailing in a cabin, because they base all of their pricing on double occupancy. But I have one person who's in this chat right now, actually, Kara McAllister, and she's in a single occupancy balcony cabin. And her total with taxes, fees, port charges, everything was $1938.65.
For eight
That's
days.
for all 8 days. It's the total, and that's your cabin, that's your food. So much food. So much food. Guy Fieri has a burger joint and a barbecue joint on the ship, and both of those are included in your cruise fare. The main dining room, the buffet, the deli, 24-hour ice cream,
Oh,
pizza,
that makes a difference. Okay.
so much food, and good food. Carnival's got really good food. Um, it
What about
covers your admittance.
non-alcoholic? What about
I'm sorry?
non-alcoholic drinks?
Non-alcoholic drinks, you would have iced tea, unsweetened iced tea, lemonade, like tap water, regular water, not bottled water, but the water on a ship is cleaner than most water on land, so I really don't sweat it. I drink water on the ship all the time. And regular drip coffees and teas.
So no pop?
No, you would have to buy a soda package for that.
Interesting. That's weird. Okay. Okay.
Well, they make bank on it. That's why.
Okay.
The only cruise lines that I know of that are mass market cruise lines that don't charge you for sodas are Disney, which is super ultra mega expensive, and Virgin Voyages.
Okay. Barb has a question.
4-person cabins, what do we need to know? You need to know that you can fit 4 people into most cabins. I just have to, I have to know that there's going to be 4 people in the cabin, so that when I berth, BERTH, that cabin, then I will be able to make sure that you're in the correct cabin that can sleep 4 people. It's generally going to be 2 beds, either one large one, or you can split them apart. And then a fold-out couch, and possibly a berth that lowers down from the ceiling, so like an upper bunk, but without a bottom bunk.
So you can have 4 people in a room.
Yes, ma'am.
That sounds awful, but that's a good question for you, Barb. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. There is Wi-Fi on board. They have a social package, which is really inexpensive. I think it's like $5 a day, and that gets you access to like Facebook, YouTube, Insta, Snapchat, all of that stuff.
Well, I can stream. I could do a live.
We could live stream. You might want to pay for better internet access for that, just so that you've got the streaming capability and you're not going to be buffering every 5 seconds. But we absolutely do have the technology to live stream from the ship.
Okay. Are drink packages extra? That's a yes.
Yes, they are. They are. And there's one that's just for sodas, and there's one for alcoholic beverages, but also that includes specialty coffees, energy drinks, bottled, still, and sparkling water, all kinds of other stuff that includes. Do mobility scooters fit? Yes, they do. You'll have to let us know that you're bringing one so that we make sure that you are in a cabin where that's going to be able to do the thing. But
Okay.
yeah, a lot of people bring scooters on board.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question. How do we go about figuring out who we might bunk with? I've got a lot of people who are wanting to sail by themselves, as in they don't have somebody else that they're going to bring with them. And so they're looking for roommates, which is good because there's a lot of people looking for roommates. We're in the process of creating a separate chat. I think Red is on that, creating a separate chat in your group just for people. Email me if you want to get involved in that, and then I can send you an invite to the chat, because I don't want all and sundry in there trying to suss out who's going to be traveling alone and get the info. And that way people can chat amongst themselves, decide whether or not they're compatible. What kind of, are you traveling with a CPAP? Are you super sensitive to noise? Do you not want to room with anybody who uses naughty language? I mean, that's the kind of thing that you need to find out, and you will be able to find that out in the chat.
Are you comfortable pooping with other people? Because I'm not.
Are you comfortable pooping? Yes.
The package is $7 a day. Can you drop Reese's name? Do you know who she is? No, because nobody knows who I am, Daria. That is not a good idea. No one cares. How many days and how long on the beach?
You will have 4 days where you can access beaches. 4 out of the 8.
Is it all day?
We get in the morning, and usually they will have all aboard set for any time from 4:30 in the afternoon to 6:30 in the evening. It really varies from port to port, but you'll have between generally 6 and 10 hours to spend in port, and that's going to give you plenty of time to get to a beach, to sit under an umbrella, to have your nice little lemonade or virgin daiquiri or whatever it is that you want, little chips, little guac, do your thing. See, I'm paying attention.
Oh, I knew you would. I knew you would.
The 2 that are in the Dominican Republic are La Romana and Amber Cove, and there's gonna not only be beaches there, but there are also facilities right at the port that have like a swim up bar and a pool and loungers and all sorts of cool stuff where you can chill there and you don't have to worry about sea creatures. If you're in single occupancy, it means that cabin is all yours. Nobody else is going to be pooping in your bathroom. No one else, the only other person who's going to be in that room are people you invite and your cabin attendant who will come in and clean it.
Okay. Will our drinks on the bridge to total drunkdom count on the drink package?
They should. They should, except the flight of shot. Well, yeah, that's the bridge to Reese. On one of my lives a couple of nights ago, we actually got together and started planning cocktail names and mocktail names.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we came up with one that's a flight of shots. That's the bridge to total blackout. And if you complete that bridge, then you get the Target 2 award. We've
My
got
people are so clever.
One is called Blow Drill. One is called Going Exterior. And the one that we're naming after little baby Davy is going to be those little mini beer shots.
That's adorable. We
had a good time. We got some for you too.
That's really sweet. I like to hear that. Ken Cole, of course. I have no doubt that Ken Cole wants to know how much the alcohol package is. That makes sense from him.
Yes, the alcohol package is, if you pre-purchase it, and this is the total price for the cruise, for the entire sailing. If you pre-purchase it, it's $565.93.
Holy shit.
But that is cocktails and glasses of wine up to $20 a piece. That is all of your specialty coffees, all of your sodas, fresh juices, energy drinks, ice, milkshakes, like all kinds of stuff. Basically,
can you buy that a la carte? Like,
Huh?
can I get that a la carte? Do I have to buy a package? Could I go get a milkshake or
Yeah,
a virgin pina colada and just pay for it?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, you can.
What
Yep.
about vegan, vegetarian options?
There are definitely vegetarian options in every single in the main dining rooms and in the buffet all the time. I wouldn't recommend going to the steakhouse if you're looking for vegetarian options, but that's a specialty dining and it's an upcharge anyway. So
The
um,
steakhouse is?
the steakhouse is an upcharge. Yes.
That sucks because Jeff's gonna want to go to the steakhouse if I bring him. Okay.
Well,
Um,
it's a cover charge. It's a per person cover charge, and honestly, the experience and the level of the food and service is similar to going to like Morton's or Ruth's Chris.
yeah.
But I think I want to say the cover charge is like $55 a person, as opposed to whatever you drop at Morton's or Ruth's Chris, which is significantly more.
Which are a little overrated in and of itself. I've never been a fan of Morton's.
Fair enough.
Hold on. Do we need a passport? I would say yes.
It's not required, but I strongly recommend it simply because of the fact that we are going to be stopping in different countries. We're going to Aruba and Curacao and the Dominican Republic. Should you rent a moped and crash into a palm tree and break a leg, you're going to have to go to the hospital.
Holy
And
shit,
then
that took a turn.
you might miss the ship and have to fly home. If
And
you
that
have to
turned
do that
into
without a passport, it's going to be a lot more costly and take a lot more time.
and that vacation turned into a nightmare immediately.
Sure
What can
did.
you not bring?
What can you not bring on the boat? Don't bring weed. Try to leave the recreational pharmaceuticals at home if you can. I would think that would be a good idea. You cannot bring. It is against the rules to bring your own liquor, to drink, to bring more than one. You are allowed to bring one bottle of wine per person, per adult in the cabin, and they're not going to charge you for that. But bringing on your own vodka, that's a no-go. If you want to bring sodas, it has to be a soda that they do not serve on the ship, and they are a Pepsi ship. So if you're a Diet Coke person, you're in luck because you can bring in like a 12-pack or whatever of Diet Coke and just have it delivered to your cabin.
Hef, I would like to also get my freak on. Ray, what questions? Are you being condescending? What does that mean? Will there be a Fred Wink drink?
There is actually, we have a drink called, we were trying to decide between the Stardust and the Stardust Wink, but we did have a drink specifically for Fred.
Okay, if that's the case, I will get drunk on it. I don't get drunk. Where are the destinations, Cricket?
The destinations are Aruba and Curacao, which are in the Southern Caribbean, about 60 nautical miles north of Venezuela in South America. So it's way down there. And then the other two destinations are La Romana and Amber Cove. And those are both in the Dominican Republic.
Okay, Ray, we will do that. You need a cocktail called OT9. That's cute. That's hilarious. Let's see. That's
OT 9 through 15.
Yeah, because you do have to, clarify.
Yeah.
It's all 8 days?
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, Barb, that's ridiculous.
No, they shouldn't have to. There should be plenty available for foraging, I would think, in Curacao.
No germs in the hot tub? It doesn't matter. I don't trust it.
Very, very few, because I'll tell you, most people's home hot tubs are cleaned a lot less often than these are. These are shocked with chlorine pretty much every night.
Okay,
so
there's still a lot of butt cracks going on. That's a lot of E. coli.
Hey, if you get there early in the morning, then you're not going to have to worry about it. Get your butt in there first, and then it's only your butt crack that you have to worry about.
Be the first person to have sex in the hot tub in the morning, and you're good to go. Is there a list of all the upcharges?
Not off the top of my head. But I mean, it's going to cost you extra if you want to buy souvenirs. If you want to gamble in the casino, there is a casino. There are two, actually, because one of them is a non-smoking casino. Any shopping on the ship, any sodas, any adult beverages, milkshakes, energy drinks, specialty coffees. There is a Starbucks on board, so you can get your latte and all that, but there will be an upcharge for it.
Okay.
So the specialty dining, like the sushi place, the Italian restaurant, if you go there for dinner. However, they do have lunch service that is included in your cruise fare.
So sushi and Italian and the steak place are an upcharge?
They're considered specialty restaurants. The sushi places is a la carte. And the Italian and the steak place are both just a cover charge per person that handles everything. And granted, that's all that you would like to eat. If you want to order 2 entrees or all of the appetizers or every single side dish they have, you can do that.
Okay. Ports of call?
That's the same thing as where are the stops, and that's Aruba, Curacao, La Romana, and Amber Cove. Yes, there is a casino. There are 2 of them. One is non-smoking. There is a duty-free shop on board. I see Mach 817. Yes, there is a duty-free shop on board.
I would say no pets.
No pets. No pets. Service dogs, service animals, yes. You do have to complete a questionnaire with guest access to make sure that it is a service pet, and you'll have to send them proof of vaccinations within 2 weeks of traveling.
Okay. And I don't know that we would see the free winds. That's in Aruba.
It's very possible we might be able to see free winds, and if we do, we're going to be docked right next to it if it's in Aruba. If it's in Curacao, I don't know where they dock that as opposed to where the ships dock. But last time I was in Aruba, I saw free winds, and I got photos of it. And Elysia just said that she has a friend who's on a cruise now, and they were docked right next to free winds as well. So she's out of dry dock and is puttering her way between Aruba and Curacao again. Chances are very likely.
Rocky Mountain High, I would say no to the edibles. She kind of covered that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Also for massage, I tried to get the fun shops to send me a spa menu, and they didn't have one to email me. Otherwise, I would be able to know that. But there is a spa on board, a very good spa, and there will be massages, as well as a sauna, a steam room, a thalassotherapy pool, and thermal loungers.
I would like a massage if someone just wants to give me one for free. That's fine too. Smoking allowed.
You hate smoke it and can smell it 10 miles away. Well, you're not going to be 10 miles away from it on the ship. However, there is a smoking area in the casino. And other than that, that's the only place that I can think of indoors that has a smoking area. There are a couple of areas outside on the open decks where there are smoking areas as well. Duty-free shop on board? Yes, many. Lots of shopping on board. What kind of food is not an upcharge? In the main dining rooms, there is a vast menu.
Okay, I'm assuming there's a ton of food, right? That's free.
Crap tons of it. If you go hungry on a ship, even if you don't want to pay extra, it's your own damn fault because there is so much food available.
Okay. All right, I figured. What about that question?
How much is
release details?
Nudie free? There is how much does duty free really save? That depends on the country, and it depends on the product you're buying.
Is there a nightclub? Joe Virus would want to know that. He's a DJ.
Yes, there is.
COVID vax required?
No, ma'am.
I was going to ask this for me. Are there any, I'm assuming there are days when we won't get off. Are we just going to be at sea?
Yes. Those are the days when we're going to be on our way from one port to the other.
So you said 4 days at a beach, so I assume half the time you'll be on the boat.
Yeah. The other 4 days will be traveling between ports. It takes a while to get from Miami to the Southern Caribbean because, again, you're going all the way past Mexico and Central America to get damn near to the shore of South America. So,
is this a service dog, and what is the service it is trained to do? Okay.
Yep. And then you just have to provide proof of vaccinations. Are the prices ugh? I guess that depends on you.
So true. Will Surge be there? I don't know.
No, I think Serge said that he's not able to go.
Okay.
Yes, there are comedy shows.
Shopping.
Yes,
Shopping.
loads of it.
Like when you get off the boat.
There is shopping available on the ship as well. And then when you get off the ship, there's crap tons of shopping. It's everywhere. And you can buy really cute stuff in Aruba. You can buy really cute stuff in Curacao. And you can wander around in the streets. It's not just going to be like Del Sol, Diamonds International, and like bamboo sheets. They've got really cool stuff in both of those places. I'm assuming in the Dominican Republic as well, but I haven't done a whole lot of exploring in Dominican Republic.
I don't know if there's going to be a full moon that week, Duchess Diana. Let's just hope I'm not on my period. That will suck. You know what? I might be on my period, you guys. We'll have to look. Can I swim in the water?
Can you swim at any other time? Because if you can't swim at any other time, I'm not going to guarantee that the Caribbean is going to give you the skills to be able to swim, but it is generally warm water. Yes, you can swim in the water. You won't be plagued by sharks or candiru or anything like that. There are going to be safe places for you to swim and snorkel. And if you want to dive, you can do that. There's all kinds of opportunities there.
What is this, Anne? Do they have high tea?
On ocean days, because it was awesome when we did a Mexico one. Yes, there is high tea, I believe, on at least one of the sea days, and there's also brunch on sea days as well.
Okay.
And that's included in your cruise fare. No extra charge.
What about hurricanes? I mean, do we need to be concerned?
The best thing about being on a ship during inclement weather, when there's a hurricane around, is that they have really advanced weather radar on board, and they can steer around a storm, as opposed to...
That's what Jeff said. He said if there's a hurricane, they're going to go around it.
Yeah, it's going to be the best place to be, honestly, because they're going to be able to navigate around it, as opposed to being on a land resort where you're kind of, you can't steer the resort away from it. If it's going to make landfall, you're there.
Yeah. Marilyn, that's amazing. This is going to be your first alone trip together. That is so cool, Marilyn. I love that, girl.
In 26 years, they've never traveled together.
That's insane. Is this cruise planned already? Yes. Are there onboard activities with or without upcharges?
Yes. And yes. There are always, there's music all over the place. There's karaoke. That doesn't cost anything extra. There's going to be trivia. There's going to be all sorts of goofy games going on. And in the main theater, there's going to be really awesome shows in the main theater as well. Those cost you nothing extra. As well as dive-in movies. You can watch a movie on a big screen while you're hanging out in the pool.
What about like water sports?
There are water slides.
Yeah, like is there stuff like that? Like crazy?
There are water slides. There are I think there's a drench bucket. There are pools, there are hot tubs, there are water slides, there's a ropes course for Sterling.
Can you get naked?
Court. Pardon me?
Can you get naked?
No, but up on the Serenity deck, which is the adults only deck, you might be able to shed a little bit more clothing than you would on the normal decks.
Okay. Are there going to be a bunch of screaming, puking kids?
There's going to be significantly fewer of them because the ship is going right after school gets back in.
Which cruise line? Carnival, guys.
Carnival.
Is there a topless deck? Katie and I were on the same. I was asking for Katie. I said I was asking her friend. It was her.
Yeah. I would recommend the Serenity deck for that.
Rhonda, megalodons were spotted just yesterday. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, they actually don't like the noise that comes from the turbines on the ship, the azipods that do the propulsion and the steering. So they stay away from them because they don't like it.
I'm on my period, and then they're going to come for me.
If you're on deck 17, they're not going to be able to smell you. It's only
Oh, I
if you
don't
get
know.
into the actual ocean.
I get pretty hormonal. It's
Well,
strong. It's strong. I bring all the bears to the yard.
that's true.
Let's see. Can we take over an area and do game night?
Oh, yes, that's gonna happen. Also, the people that book into this with me, I've already gotten for us for our group. There's going to be extra little perks that you get for booking into the group, and one of those is going to be a cocktail party that's only for us. We're going to have one of the lounges, and it's going to be just us.
Now, how many of us, like, how many people total? Let's just give a roundabout going on this cruise. 1,000, 2,000?
I have 45 cabins blocked, and if I sell all of those at just double occupancy, then that's going to be 90 SPs.
Right. I'm talking about SPs and just other non-SPs that won't know us. How many people are on a cruise ship?
On this particular ship, the passenger capacity is about 3,600.
Holy shit. Okay, so if there's 100 of us, there's going to be tons of other people on this ship.
There are. First of all, that means that the ship would be sailing at capacity, and we don't know that that's going to be the case, again, because school's going to be getting in. Yes, you can make payments, absolutely. After you make your first deposit, we can either set up a monthly payment plan, or you can just call me whenever you want to make a payment, and I'll get on the computer and apply that payment to your sailing. And then final payment is due June 23rd.
So just because it holds the capacity of that many thousands of people doesn't mean that there will be that many on it?
That's correct.
Okay, land excursions?
There's plenty of them in every port, and that's something that you'll be able to explore a little bit more on the website and in Carnival's app. When you are, once you're booked and you have a confirmation number, you're going to be able to explore all that kind of stuff. And I can also look into a third-party vendor if anyone is interested in not booking them through the cruise line.
Daria, if there isn't one, we will bring our own red carpet for him.
Oh, we can make that happen. We can even, honestly, we can make it happen in the main show theater during the day. We can have him rock his Lieutenant Dangle shorts.
Yeah, Sterling is bitchy, and he's going to need that. How can I get an idea of how big the boat is?
You can go to Carnival's website, and under ships and sailings, look at Carnival Magic. What other groups are scheduled to go? I don't have access to that information.
The Red Hat ladies.
Oh, good. Yeah, and hopefully a Southern Baptist convention. That'll be perfect. Where does this cruise go? We are leaving from Miami, and we will be, at the end of the 8 days, returning to Miami. And we go to Aruba, Curacao, La Romana, and Amber Cove. And those last two are both in the Dominican Republic.
Okay. Are the SPTV bookings going to have rooms nearby? Or are they going to be spread around? Good question.
They are going to be spread all over the ship because people are choosing all sorts of different kinds of cabin categories.
That kind of sucks. It would be fun if we were like kind of all in a section, but
personally, I think I would probably want to stab people.
Yes, I say, guys, some of us get loud sexually. I may or may not be one of them, and I don't think you want me around you. Never been on a cruise, but wondering if you have to bring certain clothing.
Good question. A lot of people are asking about that. There are some who will tell you that you have to just dress up really fancy every night. Deposit is $250 per person unless you are sailing solo in your own cabin, and then it's $500. And they're like, oh, you always have to dress up for dinner, and it's a formal occasion. Bullshit. You don't have to bring anything fancier than you really want to wear. There are going to be 2 elegant nights, which means those are the nights to get out like the really sparkly caftan. And if you and Jeff want fancy photos taken of yourselves, there's going to be photographers all around the ship. They take your photo. You decide which ones you want to buy. They're just going to be there. So you've got a variety of different backdrops too. So you can dress up if you want to, but it's number one, it's not black tie, no tuxedo, no ball gown needed. If you want to go that route, get it. Get after it. Get as fancy as you want to get. The rest of the time, to the main dining room, please wear jeans with no holes in them. please wear a shirt over your bikini top. And if you're walking around on the pool deck in nothing but a jockstrap and sandals, please put on some shorts before you go into the buffet.
Talking to you, Sterling.
Yep.
What's the total price?
Depends on the type of cabin and how many people are in it.
True. Is there mobile phone reception if you don't pay for Wi-Fi?
When you're on the ship, you're going to be paying for an awful lot of roaming charges, unless you have an international plan. But it's still going to be kind of a challenge to get phone reception when you're at sea. You can get it, but your carrier, whoever that is, may charge you significantly more for it.
No flip-flops, I would imagine, to dinner. I don't know. Is Jeff interested in going? Yes. Does anyone know how to do makeup for photos? I'm sure we can figure that out. What is the Wi-Fi thingy?
The Wi-Fi thingy?
Barbara,
Wow.
we covered that.
That covers a lot of ground.
Do singles get assigned to roommate?
No. That's one thing I am not doing. I have taken a lot onto my plate with this. I am not assigning roommates. So if you wish to single by yourself, if you wish to sail by yourself in a cabin all by yourself, you will be paying a single supplement. You'll be paying an upcharge. But if you want to sail with a roommate, please get with the other people in the, email me or get on the Facebook group or whatever, so that we can invite you into that particular chat and you can talk amongst yourselves.
Joe Virus, everybody in the group is more upset for having read that. Thank you for sharing that with all of us.
Yeah, you can walk me to sleep tonight, buddy.
Yeah. How much what? Are you talking about the Wi-Fi?
Oh, I don't have that information on hand. It might be available on Carnival's website.
Katie, if we go, I'm literally bringing nothing but caftans. I will bring 10 caftans and that'll be it. I was made.
Yeah, absolutely.
For $100 with AT&T, you can have phone service in the middle of the ocean. Otherwise, get the Wi-Fi. That's good to know because I have AT&T. How much is it to sail alone?
It is again, there's going to be a single supplement. So that's about 200%. You're going to wind up paying about as much as a double cabin would cost. Put up a list of those who need to be paired up. I mean,
yeah, we can't do that, Ken, but we can basically have we can do it in the Facebook. Ken, you're in the Facebook group, right? Yeah, you are. We can do it in the Facebook group, or guys, we can just kind of do a hands up of who needs to be paired up. We've got time. What special events are planned just for the group?
We've got the cocktail party, and depending on who is going to be coming along with us, we're going to be doing some kind of SPTV live. Reese, you're going to be able to live stream. I've told people that I'm going to be live streaming from the ship, but my audience is not huge, and that's okay. Any of the other, Marilyn has been saying that she wants to live stream from the ship. We can do all kinds of goofiness from the ship.
Do you know what? Barb is making a Facebook group for roommate, guys. Do we know what content creators are planning to go? Marilyn, you, possibly Aaron. I don't know who said that though. That's
Aaron said that.
Oh,
he's considering it. Yeah, he said it straight up that he is considering it. Possibly you, possibly Sterling. I think if you go, Sterling will go, and kind of vice versa. Tommy seemed really interested.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he's gonna go, but
so. His friend is coming from Australia that week. I highly doubt that he will go. Anybody else? So Serge can't go. What about like Laura FM? Does anybody know about her?
I haven't heard about her. I mentioned it to Liz Ferris, and she's dealing with a lot of other stuff right now. So a little occupied. So I don't know that she's going to go. We'd love to have Ono Nora, but with the kids getting back into school, I don't know if she's going to be able to. I've sent emails out to a lot of people, and the information has been trickling through the interwebs. So
it leaves from Miami?
Yes.
So can you fly to Miami to see Aaron? Well, Aaron doesn't live in Miami, Sarah. I think you mean, can I fly to Tampa and then drive down with Aaron? I don't know how long of a drive it is from Tampa to Miami.
It's not quick, but if they have Brightline going between Tampa and Miami by then you might be able to take Brightline, which is awesome. I love Brightline. I love the shit out of Brightline.
That's an option. That's not a bad idea. If Aaron goes, I'll probably do something like that with him.
Kelly Copter is also thinking
Kelly
about
Thompson,
going.
that would be amazing. I know
Yep.
there is somebody reached out to me and said she's coming and she's from the UK. There's like a bunch of people like SPTV fans that are coming from another country, which I think is so cool.
Yep.
Tommy and his Aussie best friend Alan want to be going. I doubt they're going to go, Barb.
Alan Ballantyne, yeah.
I highly doubt they'll go. Liz Gale, yeah, I don't know.
I've emailed him. I've emailed Tommy all the information, just like I've emailed you and Sterling. I heard back from Sterling yesterday that he's gonna take some time and look at all the information. And I made sure that he knows that there is a sports court and 2 ropes courses, so he'll have some place to sports nerd out.
Is there a gym for the one person that will be working out, like Sterling?
Yes.
Oh, good. What a waste of space.
Yeah, there is a fitness center.
Karaoke sing-along.
Yeah. There's karaoke. There's karaoke pretty much every single day of the ship, of the sailing.
Keela, we love you, babe. Okay. And you have, okay, hold on. Let me think about this. You have enough for 90 of us to go?
I have 45 cabins. If they're all booked to doubles, then that would be 90. If most of them are booked to doubles, but we've got some quads in there, then it's going to be more than 90.
Yeah, I was going to say, what if more than that sign up? Is there room for all of us?
There is room for all of us.
Okay, so if we have way more than the 45 cabins, we're good. Nobody will be left behind.
Anybody who wants it, you know what? As long as the ship isn't sold out, I will make sure that they get on the ship.
How many have booked so far? Good question, Peace Lady.
I've got 2 cabins that are deposited and assigned and ready to rock. And that would be Marilyn and Duncan, and then Kara McAllister.
Okay. Is Apostate Alex going?
No, he has not contacted me at all.
Yes, Jesus is God. There is shopping on and off the boat.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe we could do a 3 to 5 day cruise at some point. Yeah, but this one is already booked. Why is it an 8-day cruise? I didn't even know there was 8-day cruises.
Yeah, in order to get to Southern Caribbean, it's a lot better if you're doing 8 days instead of 7, because then they don't have to really rush to get back. It gives them, plenty of time to get to all the places where they want to go.
Which, honestly, I agree with 8 days, because if this many of us are going, we're going to regret that. I think if we did, like, I've heard some people say, I wish this was a 5-day cruise. Guys, that's not going to be enough time for all of us to get to see each other, get to know each other. We would leave after 5 days or 6 days or 7 days ago. That sucked. I didn't even get to meet that person. I feel like 8 days seems long. Like if I was just going with Jeff on an 8-day cruise, I'd be like, I want to get home. But there's going to be so many of you. Like it's going to fill that time. I promise.
How much? It'll go by in a flash.
Yeah. How much if you share a cabin, like a basic room?
Okay. So if you're getting an interior cabin, which is no windows to the outside, which means it's dark as a tomb when you're trying to sleep. It's kind of amazing if light pollution bothers you. Those start at $614 per person, including taxes, port charges, and fees. If you're getting an ocean view cabin with just a window, you can't open the window. Just saying, some people want to try. Those start at $824 per person. And if you're in a balcony, those start at $999 per person.
Okay,
and that's balcony, based on double occupancy.
And you go out on the balcony?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it private?
Yes.
Can you do things on it that no one else will see you be doing?
Unless they're leaning over the partition from next door.
And that's totally legal anyway if they see it, right? Okay. Yeah. Nobody's going to jail. These are just questions.
Nobody's going to jail.
I saw that in a movie once. I just thought I'd cover it.
Oh,
Um,
people do it all the time.
oh, good. Could you get murdered on that said balcony?
You could be. Um, you could be.
Okay, okay. That's something to consider, guys. Depending
Theory.
on how much you trust your spouse. Remember, there's a lot of famous men in history that we thought liked their wives. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. COVID shots are not required. Yeah, we're going to need that 8 days, guys, with all of us.
For
8 days
sure.
with just your spouse sounds awful. 8 days with 100 other people you want to meet, that's almost not enough time.
And the other thing too is that people are talking about, oh well, Carnival's just the drunk cruise line. That's where people go to just party and blah blah blah. You know what? On the 3 and 5 day cruises, yeah, people are paying too much on an 8 day.
Do you need
That's not
a
how it
passport is
works.
recommended, pretty much. You should have a
Recommended. Not required, but recommended. What is required if you don't have a passport is an official copy of your birth certificate, and that is with the raised seal, and your current valid government issued photo ID, driver's license, whatever.
Does Carnival have smoking areas?
Yes, it does. There's a smoking area in the casino, and there are a couple of different smoking areas on the open decks, both on the I think it's either the Lanai or the Promenade deck, and then up on the Lido deck there are a couple of smoking areas.
Half you could find your ex-husband on this
Your
trip.
future ex-husband? Absolutely.
You only get a few of those half, so choose wisely. Okay. I mean, I assume this is going to be safe. You know, we can't vet everybody, so
Right.
you know, I have to be honest. I do worry about like some like what if? I mean, this is no joke, guys. I don't share this typically, but like I've had some creepy stalkers since I started this channel. Like people who say weird things to me via private messages. I've had people really be inappropriate, whether it be sexually or just like getting weird. Those people could come and we would know it, right?
They could. If you feel like letting me.
Yeah, will there be security? I guess too. Yeah.
There is security all over the ship. There is a full security team on the ship. There are some 3,000 cameras on the ship. Granted, a significant portion of those are, I know, he's funny. A significant number of those cameras are in the casino, but there are cameras all over the ship, inside and out. Open decks, closed decks, everywhere. There are cameras everywhere. And if you experience any kind of a challenge, an issue, a problem with another passenger, you can get security. You can go to any one of the phones that are hanging up on the wall. You can summon anyone with a name tag and they can get security, and they'll be able to look at those cameras and see exactly what happened.
Okay. That does, I have to be honest, that's my biggest worry about this is like, there've been some people that have been inappropriate with me, and that does make me a little nervous. Like, what if I'm walking down alone and somebody corners me and does something weird, or any of us going? I mean,
I had somebody threaten me with a knife on another cruise line because I wasn't going to give in to his advances when he was hitting on me in the casino with his wife a few slot machines away.
Was it a butter knife or something that he brought with him?
He said that he had a knife in his cabin and that he would get me out of my clothes in 30 seconds, so I should be nicer to him.
I swear to God, if that happens to me,
I was in the casino. I sat my ass down and started yelling for security immediately. Okay. I had no problems after that, and he didn't go anywhere near me after that. And when I walked by him in the buffet, he got up and walked out because he knew that if he didn't, he was going to be spending his rest of the time in the brig because they have one on the ship.
Okay. How many pools?
At least 2.
That's what Aaron was worried about? Someone being crazy? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, OSA tried a book. I know.
I don't have the names of the current staff of OSA.
Yeah, there'd be no way to tell, guys.
However, Reese, if anybody is concerned about certain people, I've gotten a couple of emails already saying, please let me know if this person books.
Yeah, I also agree with Sarah here. There's going to be a bunch of us who will be keeping their eye to ensure you're safe. Yeah, I think that everybody's going to be paying attention to that.
Exactly.
And Cole, it's you, brother. It's you. Um, there are cameras everywhere. That's good. So if somebody tosses my ass over, at least you guys will know who did it. Hef, I have no doubt. I'll be Osa on ship asshole. That's awesome.
Honey, you ain't going to be the only one.
You're yeah. It sounds like some people are already making lists of names for Crickett.
I haven't gotten I've gotten a couple of names. OSA would not be able to get the funding to go on something like this, I don't think.
Always have a golden rod
with you. Yeah, you know what? All else fails, just threaten to beat them with a very large crocheted penis. It tends to emasculate them and they go away.
I would do that out in the real world anywhere. Anita had a grandbaby today. Congrats, babe. We're so happy for you. That's amazing. Osa can't afford it. Let's see. I'm booking a room in the brig to save some time. Nice. That's smart of you, Hef, because we know you'll be there. We'll get you out. Oh, yes, your mom. That's not a bad idea. Had walkie-talkies.
Yep. And there's also a chat function on the app. So that if you have your phone with you, there's, even though if your phone's going to be on airplane mode, so you're not incurring roaming charges, there's a chat function in the app.
No, Jesus is God. You cannot.
No.
Is one of the pools saltwater?
That I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Every cruise line does things differently with their pools. So they might be freshwater, they might be saltwater. I don't know. And yes, there is a medical office with medical staff, and it is staffed 24/7.
Oh, that was a question. Yeah, medical. Okay, I figured.
Yep.
Yeah, Reese, you'll get a special whistle. I like that.
Yep. Kudos squad a symbol.
Do they have a way to get you to shore for an emergency? Probably.
There's a landing pad for a helicopter. If you need to be medevaced, they will come and medevac you off the ship.
I'm just still looking. Hold on, because I got a little bit behind. Ooh. Yeah, I like the walkie-talkie idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's Gertie snoring. Did a quick estimate from, okay. Ooh, $10,000 for flights from Sydney. Oh my God.
Yikes.
Can I do my OT8 auditing during the cruise? Yeah, you just have to make sure you bring all your stuff and your folders.
And your e-meter and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Don't forget it.
We'll be in vicinity of the free winds. So, I mean, it's just like being on the ship if you're right next to it, right?
True. So if you do need to make a run to the free winds to see a CS or something like that, we got you covered.
Yeah.
Can you put the link on the roommate page?
What link? Which link? There are so many links.
I don't know either.
Tell me which link you would like. Email me, sweetheart. Let me know what you need.
Is March 3rd the deadline?
Not necessarily, but
you can't bring pepper spray.
I lose inventory. Yeah, TSA is going to have a problem with pepper spray.
Yeah. When do we have to book by? Pretty much March 3rd, right?
Pretty much March 2nd, actually. March 2nd is when I will be, unless if I know that there's going to be people booking right after that, I might be able to extend that option date a little bit. But right now, I will lose any unbooked inventory in the block. I can still book into the group, but I won't have that space set aside for people. Okay. So March 2nd, basically.
Okay. And what's today? It's January. Okay. So we've got a little bit of time to think about this.
Yeah.
It sounds like fun. I mean, hopefully the weather doesn't suck. I mean, it'll be warm, but like, hopefully we're not hitting a bunch of storms or something.
We should be in fine fettle. I sail in September all the time because my birthday's in the middle of September. And all the people screaming about hurricane season, I have never once had a problem on a ship.
Okay, good. The Wi-Fi chat is really buggy on board, so the walkie-talkies are a good idea. How will all of us SPs know each other? Special t-shirts or name tags, maybe? That's a good idea too, but I don't really want to wear an SP t-shirt on this cruise. I'll be wearing my caftans, but that's not a bad idea.
I was thinking about making name tags for
What
everybody who
about
booked in.
bracelets? What about just like a rubber, one of those cheap rubber bracelets that we all like wear one that's like bright purple so we know that you're part of the group? That's a good idea. I would wear
I
that.
was thinking about making name tags with everyone's YouTube handle and real actual first name or whatever first name you wish to be called. And I was also thinking about something wristbandy or lanyardy to make sure that, and I mean, I'm going to have a list of everybody who's booked in so that people who are not booked in through my group aren't getting into any of the events.
Yeah,
But
I'm not great with a lanyard just because again, I don't know if it'll go with the outfit, but name tag's good for me, I guess. Well, wait, they'll know who I am, right?
we should. But you know what? Even if you don't,
If
in
you don't
order to
know who
get,
I am and you're going on this cruise, that's amazing. I would think people would know, can identify me, right?
I hope so.
I will wear a wristband though. If you do, and I want to say this real quick, if you need to get a passport, do it now. I need to get my passport. So yes,
Yep.
do it now.
I'm just gonna get a perfume made ahead of time that smells like cheese enchiladas so that I can attract the Reese wherever I go.
Make sure you do it with a red sauce. I don't like the green sauce.
Okay.
Oh yeah, a bracelet that says WWRD. Ken Cole can make bracelets for everyone. I do like that idea because then everybody can identify that you're there with the SPTV cruise.
Sure.
And lanyards people may forget to put on. Like, I don't
Well,
know.
they might, but here's the thing. Not everybody carries a clutch bag or a purse. And if you have a lanyard, you're gonna be able to attach your sail and sign card to it
Oh, okay.
so
That
that you
makes
can
sense
get in
then.
and out of your cabin and everything else.
Okay.
So,
Okay. That's perfect. Yeah, bracelets are also swim wearable. I think either or both.
yep.
Okay. I like this, guys. I mean, wear your cult leader t-shirt. That's a good idea. I like this idea. I don't love a cruise, but I've done a cruise before and I just got a little motion sick by day 4, but that's an easy fix. No, I would not bring Gertie. She'd freak the F out. And I would freak out thinking like, what if something, I wouldn't want to leave her in the room and I would have to, like, you
Yeah.
can't take her to dinner. I'm not comfortable doing that. I would just bring my, what's that? There's some medication you can get that's like for motion sickness.
Bonine.
Huh?
Meclizine or Bonine.
Yeah, I have some of that. I'll bring that. Okay, you need your boarding pass card for everything. Lanyard is very handy. Okay, you know what? We can do lanyards because I'll just wear it underneath my caftan. That's no big deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it if I can afford it, guys. It's a money thing for me. So if I don't go, it's only because it was a money thing. Don't think that, don't get your feelings hurt. Dramamine, that's what mine's called. Yeah.
Okay. I tend to recommend Bonine only because it has fewer side effects.
Oh,
It does the same thing, but it has fewer side effects.
what are the
Who
side
wants to be seeing double and being drowsy when you're already feeling seasick, So
Dramamine causes you to see double?
sometimes it
Holy
can cause double vision, drowsiness, a number of different other things.
Oh
And
my God. I've
it's
only
one of
taken
those side
it
effects that
once.
I'm like, why would you want that when you already feel like shit?
Yeah, no, never mind.
But
If
candied ginger works really good to settle the tummy too.
Okay, okay. If I do go, I'm gonna want the balcony, I think, if I could afford that, right? But if I can, is it 2 grand?
Ish, yeah, right
Okay.
about that.
Okay, and then plus airfare, and then that's pretty much it, right? And then outside of that, I don't drink. So outside of that, if I want to get a virgin daiquiri or something, or
You can do
go,
those a la carte.
yeah, or go to the steakhouse or get a malt, shit like that. But other than that, outside of shopping, I'm covered. So you're looking at 2 grand plus a plane ticket.
Yep.
Are the rooms super tiny?
The inside cabins can be. The interior cabins can be kind of tiny.
Yeah, that's true, Katie. We can always meet up at another time. Some of you will not be able to go. Some of you can't go because of school or kids or finances or your job, or you don't want to be on a cruise. Guys, this is we're in it for the long haul. So chowyunsmut's going to help us to book something else. We'll probably do something every year, I would guess. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a cruise. We can take a vote. We could all meet in Miami. We can all meet and just do a resort somewhere. Like, it doesn't have to be something super expensive. We can kind of do this. And, sometimes we take a cruise. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
this is not a one-time deal.
And I'm happy to do bookings for land resorts too. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to be of assistance. It's what I do.
What about tipping?
Okay, you can tip cash if you want to. And if there's somebody who is doing an extra special, awesome job for you, feel free to show your appreciation in that way. There is a service charge that will be added onto your shipboard account. It comes to, for standard cabins, and by which I mean non-suite cabins, it's 16 per person per day. It comes out to 128 total per person, and that covers tipping for your cabin attendant and their assistant, your waiter at dinner and their assistant, and a few other people that are working behind the scenes to make things go smoothly for you.
Okay. Hot Mess Express, I just got you're approved. Heather in the library, you're approved. Michelle Carnes, you're not approved because you didn't answer the question. Same with William Powell, Victoria Hardin, Samantha Prue Phoenix, Gima Rose. All you people didn't answer the questions. You want me to pick you up, Reese? No. Barb, I am not going to drive to Miami. Sorry. No. But I love you. Can we bring a bottle of XYZ? What the hell? It
depends on which XYZ you're looking for. You can bring one bottle of wine per adult in the cabin.
Do you get a butler type dude?
You have a cabin attendant and an assistant. That's your cabin steward. That's going to be the person who is cleaning your cabin daily and leaving towel animals on your bed.
Yeah, that was so much fun. I loved our guy. I can't remember his name.
Yep. They work their asses off.
We can get, yeah, they do. We can get balcony room side by side, Reese Bear, in case there's a stalker. Oh, good. Ken Cole, I actually like that idea. I would like to have you next to my room. And then if I do end up having sex, I won't worry if you see it. Okay, thank you. I just need to hear we're in this for the long haul. Abandonment issues here. Katie, we are in this for the long haul. That's no joke. We will do something every year. And some years we're going to try to make it cheaper. Good question. Do the rooms have a safe?
Yes.
Good.
Every room has a safe, a television, closets, and they also have shampoo, body wash, and conditioner in dispensers in the shower if you don't want to bring your own.
I will be bringing my own. Is vaping allowed?
In the same areas that smoking is allowed.
Okay. All right. Anything else, guys? I kind of have to poop. Anybody have any more questions? What about excursions?
They are able to be booked. They do all kinds of excursions. How many suitcases can we bring? How many do you want to bring?
You sassy ass. Huh?
How many can you fit in your cabin?
Thank God caftans are easy to pack. Ken Cole, bring 2 suitcases. You don't need more than that. You don't need more than I need. That's silly. Bye, Jennifer B. Okay. Our old people welcome. What kind of a...
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope they are, because that's what I like.
Oh, yeah. No, you're going to see plenty of them. And they're all going to be clustered around that soft serve machine at about 7 p.m. right before they go to bed.
Are some of them single?
Yeah.
Okay. What about doing laundry?
There are laundry facilities on the ship, or you can pay to have the ship do your laundry. That's a little bit more expensive, though. If you're high up in the in their loyalty program, then you get a certain amount of free laundry done. But other than that, yeah, there are laundry services so that you can do your own laundry on the ship.
Half, I love you for that. Will you run out of certain rooms? Like if I go to book that balcony suite, will it be gone?
I've got plenty of balconies.
Okay.
There are a lot of balconies on the ship.
Who will be around what machine at the end of the night? What does that mean?
Oh, the soft serve machine. The extra crispy gentlemen will be all clustered around the soft serve machine in the buffet at the end of the night. They're wanting their ice cream before bed.
Boatload of Krispies. The cruise is there are no vaccination checks, Joey girl. The cruise is September, I think, 21st to the 29th, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I recommend arriving to if you're flying into Miami, I recommend arriving the day before.
Okay.
Depending on how many I have booked, I will very likely wind up getting a room block somewhere in Miami, close-ish, or with shuttle service to the cruise terminal.
All right. So I'm either going to fly in the day before and drive with Aaron down, or I'm flying into Miami the day before. Ken Cole, put me up. Ken Cole, don't be shy on us now. You better speak up. I'm going to stay with Ken Cole. Yes, definitely, chowyunsmut. Thank you for answering all these questions. This is actually, if you don't mind, we're pretty far out from this. Could we do another one of these like in a month or something to kind of
anytime?
Okay.
Anytime.
Because there's only 626 people in here. And honestly, this is gonna get more and more attraction as the time gets closer. So I think we should do a refresh on this, maybe 3 weeks from now or a month from now. Oh, good. He's 10-minute drives from the port. Okay, Ken Cole. A few of us might be staying with you. Okay.
Yeah, anytime you want, I'm here, and I'm frequently in your chat, so I'm answering questions all the time. If anybody wants, they can also email me, because I'm more than happy. A number of people in here have been emailing me, and I'm really happy to answer any emails I can.
Okay. Okay. What is your email?
It's chowyunsmut. This right here, I'm all backwards. This at gmail.com. No spaces.
Yep. That's easy. It's her name at gmail.com. Okay, guys. I mean, I feel good about this. Do you?
I really do.
Thank you for taking the time. Can we see pictures or tours of the ship?
Yes, on the Carnival website, the ship is called Carnival Magic. And so when you pull up Carnival's website, I believe it's under the tab Ships and Sailings. You'll be able to look at the ship. You can take a virtual ship tour. You can look at deck plans. You can do all kinds of stuff.
So if I forgot to ask, that $2,000, if it's $2,000 for me to get my suite, is that going to be $4,000 if Jeff goes?
No.
Okay, so it's $2,000 if I go alone or if he goes with me.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. And whoever Kathy, oh, there she goes. She fixed it. She fixed my email address. Okay, good. Yeah, because she had it Chow Yum instead of Chow Yun with an N.
So the price won't change, other than obviously we have to get him a plane ticket.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay. Guys, do we feel good about this? Obviously, this isn't the only live we'll do. I want to be clear. Nobody be upset if I don't go. Okay. I don't want you to be upset. It's a lot of money. Everybody knows that's a lot of money. And some of you have it to go with, and some of us have to try to figure it out. And the problem is, it's not just the cruise. If I have to hire a sitter and a dog person to watch the house, that's going to be another probably $1,000 right there for 8 days, if not more.
Right.
So that's a lot of money I'm going to have to come up with. So don't be upset. There will always be other times. Okay, good.
There is also an FAQ on my YouTube community page. Thank you. It's just at chowyunsmut. There's an FAQ there. So you can go right ahead and check that out. And anybody who emails me with inquiries gets a wall of text back with all kinds of information about just basic information on the cruise.
Cricket, can you post the FAQ link on the roommate page?
Sure.
Okay. This was good, guys. I will not know until March 1st earliest. Well, Witness, you got to know by the next day.
Well, you know what, Witness? If you think that it's likely, you can always put the deposit down. And then if you can't go, your deposit is fully refundable.
Oh, that's good to know.
Fully refundable. Any payments are fully refundable up to the final payment date. After that, the closer you get to the sailing, the bigger a percentage of your payments they keep.
Okay.
But up until the point of final payment, it's all refundable if you have to cancel.
Barb, he can't stay with his grandma because my mom is in Tennessee and that's during school. He can't miss school for that long. How will we be able to find the Facebook page for the trip? I don't know.
It'll be part of Reese's group.
Okay.
And we'll be making posts once I get everyone booked in. I'm gonna be creating a separate private Facebook group for everyone who's actually booked. And then people can talk amongst themselves about, do you want to set up a cabin gift exchange or a scavenger hunt, or where do we want to meet up? First rounds on me, whatever, that kind of thing. They can all do that via that private page, but it's going to be private for people who have actually booked their cabins, because again, I want to reduce the amount of creepers and people who are booked specifically through Carnival instead of through me. Because then they won't be a part of the group and won't be able to attend any of the group events anyway. So
what about those without Facebook? Good question. I guess you'll just have to watch on here.
Yeah, because I don't really, or I mean, I can put some stuff in my community tab. Final payment is June 23rd. Yep.
What is the name of the ship?
Carnival Magic.
I thought of that too, Daria, but that probably wouldn't work. My mom wouldn't do that. It's fine. I can get somebody to stay with Huxley. That's not a problem. It's just not going to be cheap for 9 days to do that. This will probably be a money issue for me, honestly, but we'll see. I don't want to say no just right away, but I'm leaning toward no. Carnival Magic. Okay. I like the refundable thing. That's cool.
Yeah. Your entire deposit and anything you pay before June 23rd is refundable up until that date. Is this over 2 weekends? September 21st is a Saturday, and we will be returning the following Sunday. So yes, it is over 2 weekends. 1 week and 2 weekends.
How about create a conversation for everyone on the Carnival app?
We could.
I didn't even know there was one.
Oh yeah.
And I think, is it a bit of a myth about the dirtiness? Like my mom said today, she was like, cruises have a lot of diseases.
No, they don't. They don't. The reason that you hear about cruises having diseases is because it's much more stringent reporting requirements to the CDC for cruise ships than it is for virtually anything else. And that includes shopping malls, universities, schools, nursery schools, daycare centers. People get sick more often in all of those places than they do on cruise ships. But because cruise ships have to report it to the CDC, you hear about cruise ships.
The only thing is, guys, keep in mind, it's not the cruise ship. It's any vacation you take. You could be around somebody that's sick and get something. I mean, I've gone on vacation anywhere in the US and I was around somebody that was sick. I mean, germs are germs. It's just is what it is. Carnival app won't be active until the ship sails. Okay.
Yep. Well, it'll be active. You can check in on it, but you won't be able to actually chat with other people until you actually get on the ship.
Once again, how can you get a virtual tour of the actual ship?
It's on the website, on Carnival's website.
Yeah, GeoPlanet Jane, they would not do that. There's no way both my parents would do that. It's not going to. That's just they have way too many businesses to run. You got to get more days at Lady Co. That's not going to make any kind of a difference, Barb. Bring Lysol in a mask. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I know people who carry Lysol wipes everywhere they go. They wear masks. They're totally compared to what you see on the news. Again, the only time you see something on the news is when people are losing their minds over an individual incident. And the safety on the ship is actually really good. Consider the fact that there are hundreds of cruises that sail every single day. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Um,
really not that big of a deal.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be an unsafe situation, guys. I really don't. I'm not
I've
worried about
never felt insecure or unsafe on a ship, and the one time that that guy threatened me, I had security to me in less than 5 minutes.
that. Okay. And I like the walkie-talkie idea. Whoever was asking, Wi-Fi pretty good. There are several different levels. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I masked up and washed my hands and still came back home with Rona. Yeah, I mean, again, I can't tell you how many times I've just gone on little trips with Jeff and I shake people's hands or any of that. I mean, it just depends on your immune system and how often you wash your damn hands.
Yep.
Going together with Reese and having wild times about potentially going with Reese or Reese being the bridge for people to go. Yes, that's right, Daria. It is not, yeah, don't base it on me. Please explain Wi-Fi charges on cruise ships. There's a charge to use data, and roaming charges are insane. Many reports of people getting high bills after a cruise because of not being on an airplane. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
because you
sure they'll
didn't put
break that down.
people didn't put their phone in airplane mode, and so they're going to get roaming charges. That's not necessarily a Wi-Fi charge. That's a roaming charge from their phone carrier because they chose not to put their phone into airplane mode and let it roam, and we're taking texts and we're taking calls and we're FaceTiming with everybody and the whole nine. So
Love
put
you,
your
baby
phone in
angel.
airplane mode, and there are a number of different Wi-Fi packages that you can buy with different levels, but you can certainly avail yourself of those via your phone and not have to worry about getting
Hi,
insane
Beth.
roaming charges from your carrier.
Yeah. Um, okay, and then next thing. So, can we? I think next we do think about maybe doing. Is it possible to do even maybe a resort like just in the U.S. or we could do like something in Cancun. Could we try to do something like that next?
Absolutely.
I think that would be really fun.
Tell me when.
Okay. Well, you'll know best because you do this for a living, like when would be a good time to go. But I think we should plan that next.
But I mean, the reason, and it's not that I'm averse to a land resort at all. The reason that this came into being is because a lot of the OGs had been talking about, let's take an SP cruise when we do the SP cruise. They had been talking about it since March of last year. And people would get all excited and fired up. And I had been emailing them going, yes, let's do that. I can even make it into a fundraiser if you want me to. And I got blown off time and time again. So finally, I just said, you know what? I'm tired of it and people still want to do it. So I'm just taking the bull by the horns and I'm doing it.
I like that. I'm glad that you did actually. I think this is going to be a huge success. I just think we alternate and do a land for the land people and then cruise for the cruise people like every other year. I think that's maybe what we do. Peace. And then in between, guys, we scatter like just cities in the US and meet up. Like we could do that too.
Absolutely.
The Peace Lady. And it doesn't have to be an 8-day thing. We could meet up in
Wherever.
Clearwater for a 4-day weekend, Peace
Yep.
Lady, is there bingo? Happy
Absolutely.
birthday to that dude in 2 days. Who was it? Ricky. Okay. Is there bingo?
100%. Every day, pretty much. Bingo, all over the place. Blackjack tournaments, slot tournaments, bingo, everywhere.
Nice, Abigail. Okay, good. Um, so as long as your phone is in airplane mode, it should be cheaper.
Your phone bill should not be higher than normal as long as your phone is in airplane mode while you are on the ship. And when you are in port, unless you have an international plan already on your phone, then leave your phone in airplane mode. Don't text, don't check in on Swarm, don't catch Pokemon, don't do anything.
And is that could you call ahead? Like, could we call AT&T ahead and say we're going on a cruise? Can we get a package for that month or something?
Sure
Okay,
can.
so maybe that's something you guys want to look into if you have Verizon or T-Mobile or whatever it is.
I
That
have AT&T. I get international day pass added to my line.
and it's cheaper, I bet. Okay. Okay. Um, that's true. It won't be an 8-day cruise. It will be an 8-day adventure.
Damn
How
right.
many elevators, seeing as I'm in a mobility scooter?
Quite a few. There are the atrium elevators, which are way at the front of the ship. I know that there are midship elevators, and there are almost always going to be aft elevators as well, way in the back. Those are the ones that I'm thinking off the top of my head, but I would have to refresh my memory with looking at the deck plan to be 100% sure. But you can look at the deck plan online on Carnival's website.
Fans will commit to cruise when the content creators commit.
Marilyn's already booked.
That's right. She's a
Marilyn
contract.
and Duncan are there. I will be going.
I think it'd be funny to have an SP con in Clearwater.
Absolutely. And I would be more than I was talking to somebody else last year about helping to organize that too, and got patted on the head.
What about using WhatsApp?
If you buy this social package, the social internet package, which like I said is really inexpensive, I think it's like $5 a day, that gets you unlimited access to all of your social apps, including WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp.
You guys, I kind of really hope that we get this full amount of rooms booked. Like, if I do end up going, it would be so much fun to have that many people. Like, don't you think, Cricket? Like, it would be amazing for people to come up and be like, I'm chowyunsmut, I'm so and so. Like, especially those of you that don't choose your real names. Like,
Yep.
it will be so much, it will be so heartwarming for me to meet people that, I talk to. I talk to you guys every single day. Like, we're practically family. I talk to you guys every day. It would be amazing.
Well, like, and also, can you imagine what it would be like getting all of us in the theater on one of the sea days and doing SPTV live from the ship, and like being able to cycle through various creators up on the
Yes.
stage, doing
Yes.
like a game thing, whatever.
And also, I think it'd be cool to kick it off as this is the first one, and then we do this every year. Like, we do one every year, so it's not saying goodbye too when it's over, and we go, okay, see you
It's
next September. We're going to do it this time next year. We're going to go to Cancun or whatever.
Yep.
Judy Lee, I use wheelchairs. Sometimes I heard they usually don't fit either. That sounds weird.
Right now, the problem is it's not that the wheelchairs don't fit; it's that all of the fully accessible, handicap accessible cabins are sold out already. So all they have are ambulatory cabins, which are still going to have grab bars and a roll-in shower, but they only fit wheelchairs and scooters that are 31 inches or less.
Yeah, I agree with Anne here. Thank you for your time,
You're
Cricket.
very
Thank you for
welcome.
doing this. I feel like there was anything else. I just kind of want to do the highlights real quick. So September 21st to the 28th, 29th.
29th.
That's a Saturday to a Sunday, right?
Yep. Round trip Miami.
Yep. It goes from, tell us where it goes again, because I already don't, I forgot.
It goes from Miami to Aruba and Curacao, which are in the Southern Caribbean, and then up to the Dominican Republic to stop in La Romana and Amber Cove.
I've never heard of really any of those places. That sounds cool. And then if there is a hurricane, it'll go around that, right? So we don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
It's kind of false that cruise ships are super dirty. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, they worked so hard to make those ships clean, and there's hand sanitizer like every 5 feet.
Okay. You can get as basic of a room as you want. You can do the cheapest room is like 600 per person, right?
$614 per person, and that's going to get you an inside cabin, but it's going to get you an inside cabin with 2 beds on the actual floor. Somebody else on Facebook had posted a link directly to Carnival's page, and they're like, how come this is less expensive than the fares that we were emailed? And well, that's because it's a lead-in price for a cabin category called 4A. It has an upper and a lower bunk bed, and it's an interior cabin. I didn't think that my clients wanted that, or that any of you guys really wanted to sleep in bunk beds to kind of, I don't know, recreate the Sea Org feel or anything. So I chose to block cabins, interior cabins with 2 beds on the floor instead of bunk beds. So that's why it's like 20 or $30 more.
So the beds are on the floor?
They're actual beds as opposed to being bunk beds that fold out from the wall.
Okay. All right. So the cheapest is like $614 a person.
Yep.
For 8 days. That's cheap as shit. And then the most expensive the balcony suite?
No, the balcony cabins are not necessarily considered suites, but the most expensive are going to be the most expensive one that I have on board is the Grand Suite. And that's the one that I did because I'm that asshole, and you said that you were fancy, and so I immediately emailed you pricing for the Grand Suite and the Ocean Suite freeze.
And I can't remember because I've read 1,000 emails since then. How much
Of
was
course. The Grand Suite for 2 people, and this is the total for 2 people, is $6,183.30.
Holy shit.
There's only one of those on the ship, I believe.
Okay, I don't need to be
and then
that
there are
fancy.
Ocean Suites, and for 2 people, that's the total for 2 again. The Ocean Suite is $4,683.30.
And what's the difference between that and just a balcony?
Square footage, the fact that the balcony is likely significantly larger and may or may not have a hot tub on it, private hot tub on it. The Grand Suite does have a wraparound balcony. They're basically penthouse. They're amazing.
So the most expensive one, what's so fancy about that? I just need to know. I'm never going to get it.
The Grand Suite that's going to be, I want to say 480 square feet, if I'm remembering correctly. And that's going to have a big wraparound balcony with a private hot tub on it.
Holy shit. Wow. If I go, will I buy the Wi-Fi package so I can stream from the cruise? 100%. Yes, I will have to stream. I cannot not do my channel for 8 days.
Yep.
So the one that I was looking at, now I feel silly. The one that I was looking at was 2,000 total, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's for 2 people, and then that comes with a balcony.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's basically the same as the other rooms. It's just got a balcony.
It's a little bit larger in square footage, and it has a balcony. Yeah, and that you can step out into, as opposed to the Ocean View cabin, which you can't open the window.
Can you? Oh, I see. Okay. So holy shit. So it goes from 2,000 to like 4,000 to 6,000. Who can afford that? Do people get those? Are they married? Is it like a single man? Do you want to give his name?
I'm afraid I can't. You know, I believe in client confidentiality.
Yeah, but we won't say anything.
It does happen. It does happen.
Is he single?
No, he's married, and his husband might be a little bit upset if I gave his name.
Oh, I get it now. I get it. Okay. Well, yeah, I was hoping he was going to be some extra crispy dude. Okay. Well, guys, this was good. This was helpful. What do we think? She probably has to go now. Is there anything else?
No, I've got the whole
agree with you on that, Anne. I'm sorry. I know everybody says get a cheap room because you're never going to be in your room. I disagree with that, guys. I will be in my room. I will only poop in my room. I will be taking naps. Like I get worn out. Like I get kind of emotionally like drained, and then I'm going to have to go back and kind of recoup for a little bit. So I'm going to want to go back and prep and change for dinner and stuff like that. Like I'm going to be in my room some.
I spend a lot of time on my balcony.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time on my balcony. I want to watch the water. I want to hear the water. I want to, really just kind of recenter and unpeople for a while.
Totally. Me too. So I will definitely go back to my room.
They will look, you do have to go through security. Really what they're looking for is specifically weapons and large amounts of alcohol. Like I said, you're allowed to bring 1 bottle of wine per person, per adult into your cabin. And other than that, they're going to be looking for that. If they find booze, they're either going to put it in booze jail until you get back, or you're going to, I mean, you could chug it, I
What about
suppose.
snacks? Can you bring your own snacks?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to bring my vegan jerky.
I frequently bring a whole pile of chips and candy, small bags of chips, various like Flamin' Hots and Doritos and shit like that, and candy on board as treats for the crew, because they don't often get the opportunity to get that stuff. Definitely not on ship, and they don't always get a chance to go ashore. So I bring crew snacks.
Okay, that's good to know. Cost of 4-person cabin with a balcony?
I actually have that. I have that. Per person for the balcony is starts at $7.51 and 65 cents per person.
That's not bad. Again, if you're willing to poop in a room with a bunch of people.
Yep.
Will
And I mean, you can close the bathroom door. It's not like a cell where you're going to be, just out in the corner, out in the open or anything. You can close the bathroom door. So
okay.
You can bring tools, you can bring jerky, you can bring all kinds of stuff.
Okay, so that's not an issue because I really do like to pack my own snacks.
Yeah, that's not an issue. The only issue is going to be alcohol, drugs, and sodas that they already serve on the ship. Like I said, it's a Pepsi ship, so you can, if you're a Coke person, bring your Coca-Colas.
Coca-Cola, Ken. You got to leave your other Coke at home for your friend. Will there be
well, I would recommend it. You are going to have to go past a dog in the terminal.
Yeah, Ken, we're not getting you out of jail, man. We're going to set sail. Will there be bathrooms on the outside the room? Of course there will be. I can tell you that.
All over the place.
How much a balcony for 2? I think it's $2,000, right?
Yeah. It's about $2,000 because all of the prices that I'm quoting here are inclusive of taxes, port charges, and fees.
Okay. And is it smart to get our plane ticket sometime soon? Can you get a plane ticket that far in advance? I don't even know.
I mean, you can, but why? When you have so much time, you could go to like Kayak or something and set up a low fare alert for when they have sales. I know Southwest is having a sale right now. If you're into flying Southwest, some people don't dig it. Some people will fly nothing else. I mean, just set up a fare alert with your favorite airline if they give you the option, or your favorite travel site if they give you the option to do that. And that way you'll know when there's going to be low fares to your city pair.
Okay, so no need to get on that now and get a plane ticket.
Got plenty of time.
Okay.
What I tend to recommend to people is that if you want the least expensive fare, it's also going to be the most restrictive fare, but get it at least 21 days in advance.
Is that for any case, like anytime?
Anytime you want to fly, 21 days, at least 21 days in advance. You don't have to go 6 months in advance, but if you're looking for things, at least 3 weeks in advance. Make the purchase at least 3 weeks in advance.
I looked up my plane ticket to go to Clearwater to go to that protest with Aaron, and I looked it up 7 weeks in advance yesterday, or 6 weeks, and it was $700 round trip. Southwest. That seemed high.
That seemed really high.
It was really high. Yeah.
Maybe.
I thought that was a lot. Southwest, that was a lot.
Well, so, next time, hit me up. I'll see what I can find.
Well, I haven't bought it yet because I didn't.
I don't do a whole lot of booking air because honestly, airlines haven't paid commissions in decades. But I'm pretty good at ferreting out some low fares. So, hit me up with the dates and what your closest airport is, and I'll look it up. I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Okay, Ken Cole, I see that. And Kathy Ann makes a good point. Bring watches. Ships will not wait for you at ports. Is that true?
That is absolutely true. Bring
What?
watches. Make sure your phone is set to ship time. The ship will tell you what time to be back. Every time we go to port, it's going to say on your little daily newspaper that they deliver to your cabin exactly what time all aboard is, and that is the latest time that you can be aboard. They will leave.
What happens if they leave?
Then if you ain't on the ship, you're going to have to find your own way to the next island or find your way home.
Holy shit. Has that ever happened?
We'll leave your ass. Oh, it sure does. There's a whole thing on YouTube looking for pier runners. People who got a little too drunk at Carlos and Charlie's, forgot what time it was, and went tear-assing toward the ship, holding their pants up, drunk as hell, flip-flops going all over the place. Oh, yeah, it's a good time.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
We hang out on the balcony and taunt them.
What's that?
We hang out on the balconies or on the promenade deck and taunt them, cheer them on as they're running down the pier. Come on, you can do it, you can make it. Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's scary as shit. That would freak me out. Luckily, I don't drink. Okay. Watching the dock runners is a shipboard pastime. Oh my God, it really does happen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh,
yeah, if you look up dock runners or pier runners, it is a thing on YouTube.
That's insane. I would have never thought of that. Oh, you're also flying out of Casey Mo? Oh, wow, that's crazy. Somebody asked about wheelchairs again. Wheelchairs are fine, guys. Yes, you can. Yes, right?
Well, I mean, if you need an accessible cabin right now, the only ones that they have left are ambulatory cabins, which means that your wheelchair has to be 31 inches or less in order to fit through the doors.
Is that a standard size wheelchair?
I could not tell you.
Okay. Okay. Crickett can turn the camera off to stabilize the connection. Are you talking about because she's so foggy and fuzzy?
Am I foggy?
Yeah, but I mean, I can hear you fine, so. Okay. All right. Guys, are we good? We took up a lot of her time. Is this good? Is there a helipad?
Yes, Ken Cole, there is a helipad there is a helicopter landing on the ship just in case you need to copter out of there. Yes.
Ken Cole. Okay. All right, Crickett. I think that's good, girl. I appreciate you being here.
Yay. Happy to do it anytime.
Okay, guys, we're going to say goodbye to her, and then I will sign off in just a minute. Okay, Crickett, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I hope you don't mind doing this again in a few weeks because you know
not at all.
Happened. There were not that many people in here tonight.
I might be here with actual bells on.
What an angel. Thank you, gal. Okay. Thanks for being with us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you again.
You're very welcome.
All right, guys. I had to poop, but it pretty much passed. It's gone. But I will sign off. We've been on for over 2 hours. What do you guys think of that? What are our thoughts? I'll sign off because it looks like people are leaving. We can talk about this tomorrow, but it sure sounds like fun. Sounds like a good time. Okay. I guess that's it. Thank you for entertaining this. It's amazing. It sounds like fun. I really would like to figure out going if I can. I'm going to try. What's tomorrow? Saturday? I know, Pokey. I'll see if I can figure it out. Guys, I love you, Katie. It's Jilbo, I understand. Guys, this really is going to be a financial thing for me because that plus 8 days of having a house sitter, a child sitter, a dog sitter is going to tack on another $1,000 at least. So we'll see. We'll see. Squirrel Girl, love you. I need miracle money, but I'm determined. I know, me too. Okay. I will, good night, witness. I will be on tomorrow. And thank you, Daria. It's okay, chowyunsmut. You're just amazing, girl. Okay, guys, I will be on tomorrow. I don't know what time, probably in the afternoon tomorrow. We'll try to do an earlier show. Tomorrow with Sterling. Tomorrow, because Sterling can't do Sunday. So remember that, everybody. If you want, hop over on. That's why I don't know what time. His punk ass won't tell me because he has to figure out with the Chiefs game and everything. That's Sterling. He doesn't prioritize. He doesn't put me first. Okay. That's a problem. Okay. I will post when I know. And I think I do have to poop. So I'm going to go try to poop. Love you, Chaotic Bleach. Love you guys. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And have a good night, everybody. Try to stay warm. It's awful out there. Here comes Fred. Bye.